All right, guys, had a good, pretty good weekend. We ended up with 7 over here, 3 across the street, so a good little 10-car day. We're still a smidge ahead of forecast. Okay, couple of quick things. Today's the 10th, 15th. We have a lot of training. Okay, most of the training is the Take 5 where you just watch the videos. Okay, it takes about 15 minutes to do each one. 10 to 15 minutes. There's not a test at the end of it or anything else. It's just information. Okay, got to get that knocked out. It's keeping us being game on and ahead of our competition. Okay, we're going to start watching a few more things on staying with the basics on Cage Campus. Okay, up here. Okay, to just reiterate some of our steps on our road to a sale and little things to sit there and help us on appointments. Okay, on sitting there, word tracks, ways to making sure that we have a better shot at getting an appointment in. Okay, when we get out of here, we need to key up used cars. Okay, used cars, the 3 aviators, used cars, the 3 aviators, the 3 EcoSports and Escape, and the Expedition and Navigator. Okay? Huh? It's not our whole lot. Okay? Okay. Used vehicles. Okay, Terry, you need to move to that seat there.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what we're not keying up.
That's what I keep the whole lot.
Okay. You don't have to key the trucks right there. And you don't have to key the first part of the Lincolns if you want to know. You don't have to key the Corsairs and the Nautilus up.
That ain't the whole
Okay?
palm.
Man. Good Lord. Okay. So when we get out of here, if we get that knocked out, okay? Continue to focus. Guys, I wanted to go over, sitting there talking about ways to communicate better. All right? This Neil deGrasse Tyson, he gets 200 speaking requests a month. He accepts 4. He has 10 million Twitter followers. Okay, his books are bestsellers, and they have astrophysics in the titles. Television shows are seen in 180 countries. Okay, the guy talks about physics. Okay,
He's out there.
that's a okay. Finger.
Don't
I
try
don't
it,
know what
Jim.
that
Don't
is.
try it.
Okay, guys, what makes him so successful is what we're going to talk about. He's a 5-star communicator because he makes learning about the stars, not Hollywood stars, the stars in the sky, so much fun. Okay, Twitter's helped Tyson become a better communicator. Each of my posted tweets is an attempt at humor, communication, learning, enlightenment, etc. The instant response of followers serves as a kind of neurosynaptic snapshot of the public's response to my thoughts. This helps me tune into as to what I say and how I say it for maximum effectiveness. Okay, and it's got a lot of big words in there.
In other words, he dumbs things down so people understand it.
Okay,
Dusty.
And depending,
exactly.
depending on
Other
the
than that
response,
Okay.
Other than that,
Okay. There are many topics he avoids. It's part of the key is to make science fun. Okay? He cherry picks the cool stuff to make science accessible and hook the audience into wanting to learn more. Topics like spectroscopic analysis, interferometry, or Einstein's special theory of relativity, you can ask me about them, but after my attempt to explain it to you, if you look at me confused, we'll need to sit down with a pen and paper. The secret to communicating science and other complex topics is not to translate the content, which Tyson says only serves to oversimplify and dumb it down, but to explain with enthusiasm and where and when necessary, link the concept to something embedded in pop culture where we all have active receptors. Okay? Think about this, guys. And it sounds like, man, where are you going? this morning. Man, enthusiasm, okay? Telling a story, feature, benefit, okay? It's one thing to sit there and say, hey, this has active cruise control, okay? If we don't go with a benefit of that, what happens? Does that mean anything at all to the customer, other than you sitting there saying that it's got it? Does it set you apart from the person down the road? No. If you tell a story with it, y'all have probably heard me. And guys, again, this is sort of like Michael Jordan. Man, I was reading a quote he had on something yesterday. Hey man, yeah, I've pushed people. Man, I've made people mad. Okay? And it wasn't to be a bad guy. The biggest thing with me pushing people and wanting people to be the best is I'm not asking them to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself to be a champion. Okay? And that's what we're sitting here talking about this. Guys, relate a story. Just about everybody in here, if you hear me talk about active cruise control and lane center, what's the story I tell? First time I tried it, got on the interstate down here, drove out to the ballpark around tractor trailers with my hands off the wheel. Now my hands were right there ready to grab the wheel, okay? But the car drove itself, as long as the lines are marked, before all the construction. Man, and the car will drive itself. It'll stay a certain distance behind the car in front of you. It'll stay in the lanes. Now, it won't exit to get off at the ballpark, okay? But it'll drive, okay? Relate the story, okay? What we do, okay, whether we're trying to set an appointment, man, we talk about attitude, it's all done with enthusiasm. Man, we got to be enthusiastic, and people see, we talk with confidence, be enthusiastic when we're describing something, feature, benefit, tell the story so that it relates with the customer. When we do that, we definitely separate ourselves from the people down the street, okay? Man, we can sit there and talk about down payment, reverting to payment. Man, what does it mean trying to close a deal? Guys, closing the deal is all done from starting at the meet and greet for the time that you spend prior to sitting down and start talking about the numbers. That's when the close is done. If the people are comfortable with you, if we've done our job, we've built that relationship with our customer for a long-term relationship. When we do that, a majority of the people are gonna accept. When we shortcut or don't do it with enthusiasm or just skip the step, oh, the customer said they didn't wanna drive the car. Rico, my name's TC. They said they didn't want to drive the car. You know, it's just, they were sitting there talking, man, they've been to Lonnie Cobb, they've been to Steve Moss, they've been to Gene Langley, man, they know how all these cars drive. Guys, when you skip stuff and don't do things with enthusiasm, that's where you lose the deals. It's not that we couldn't get there on the money. You may get there, you may have a better deal. But man, they've had a better experience somewhere else. That's what this is meant to do, okay? How does that guy get such a big following? He gets it for making it interesting. People want to tune in. Okay, I don't have a Twitter account, so I don't know what a big following is. 10 million is a pretty big number to me, okay? Especially when you're talking about physics. Okay, to me that's a huge number. That's a lot of people wanting to know about the stars. Think about it. How does he get people wanting to tune in? How does he get people wanting to have him as a speaker? Because the audience is our customers, get engaged. Okay? That's our thing, man. Hey, do we come to work? Are we ready? Do we do every step on the road to a sale with enthusiasm? Okay? And man, how you answer something on an email, yeah, you can't have the tone and inflection, you can't see it. That's the great thing about video. Man, they can hear that. That's the great thing about shooting a video. Gives you an advantage. When you're emailing something, you've got part of that face-to-face experience there. That you're sitting there, they can hear the inflection, they can hear the excitement in your voice. Makes a difference. That's the reason we concentrate on video so much. Okay? So, hey, man, week number 2. Week number 2, need a strong week again.
When did we finish at 21?
Should be at 30.
30?
We had 23 starting Saturday and we did 7. So we should be at 30. And we got 2 CTPs that are followers, but we got the gross on that. So, guys, it's there. Focus on the details. Okay? Do it with enthusiasm. Relate and tell a story. Take it from people. I mean, guy talks about physics with 10 million followers. People want to listen to the guy. Relate it. Feature benefit. Tell a story. Build that relationship. If we do those things, man, continuously every day, we'll set ourselves apart, do more sales now, and also down the road. Let's have a big day.